So that's the end of the checklist. You can look at your questions 1 through 10 and look at your answers. Every time you answered yes, that is a healthy eating habit that you're already doing that will help improve your health and manage your weight. So you can be proud of that. Give yourself a pat on the back. Each no is just an opportunity for improvement. And often there are barriers that get in the way. Healthy eating is not that easy. So think about it now. What gets in the way of you or your family from eating healthy? Perhaps it is knowledge. Maybe this class gave you a few more tips. Perhaps it's skills, learning how to meal plan or how to cook. Perhaps it's support. Perhaps it's your busy life, your kids' life, your schedules, your 2 or 3 jobs. It could be finances. It could be mental health, such as depression, stress, anxiety, feeling like goals are unattainable. It could be that you live alone or that you're fatigued and too tired to plan, shop, and cook. The list is endless. There are many more barriers that do get in the way. And I want you to think about what barriers exist in your life so we can help you. Our team at the PCN as dietitians can help you with a variety of these factors in relation to food. If you need help with other factors such as finances, we have a social worker you can access. If it's mental health, we have a great mental health team that can help you with that. I will show you at the end of this presentation how you can access all of these resources, but we are here to help. So before we finish, I want you to take a moment to set a goal. Okay, so your health will not change by increasing knowledge or by simply watching the presentation today. Your health will change when you start changing your habits after today. So that's where goals come in. You may have already thought of a goal you want to set. I have a goal sheet on page 2 of your healthy eating checklist. So the same PDF you used for the checklist, scroll down or look on the back, and page 2 is titled Making a Change. This is where I want you to reflect and think about a habit, a goal you can change. If you don't have any ideas, you could look on your healthy eating checklist. Every question you answered no to could be a potential goal. So the goal would be to change a no to a yes. In terms of setting goals, we do want to pick one. Often as humans, we tend to overachieve and we tend to want to set 5 goals at once. It's a good idea to think about one goal. We want to think about one area we want to improve and work towards that. Why that's important is because you want to be successful with that. And if we choose 5 goals, we're less likely to succeed. If we choose a small goal that's specific, measurable, attainable, rewarding, and timely, we're more likely to succeed. And when we succeed, we're more likely to set another goal. And that's what we're looking for here. We're looking to set small steps towards our big health goal. But it's going to take steps to get there, kind of like a stepping stone or climbing a ladder. So if you want to think about your SMART goals broken down with the letters S-M-A-R-T, answer the questions on your handout. So specific is the S. Ask yourself, how will you do it? And what will I do? M stands for measurable. How will you measure it? For instance, how many times a week? Attainable. Thinking on a scale from 0 to 100, how sure are you that you will achieve it? You want to be at least 70% sure you can do it. Rewarding, is this something you want to do? Don't set a goal that you don't like, you don't want to do. Set a goal that you're interested in, keen, and excited about. T, when will you start and how often will you do it? So an example of a good SMART goal is starting next week, I will pack a balanced lunch 4 out of 5 work days. Or starting tomorrow, I will include a source of protein in my breakfast to keep me full. You can pause the video now if you need to set a SMART goal. I will say, once you have set your SMART goal, tell a friend, a family member, someone you trust, someone that's supportive to you. Perhaps it's your physician, perhaps it's your dietitian, that you've set the goal so you can help achieve it. Being accountable is important, and telling other people often makes you more likely to do it. Andrea, do you have any questions at this point?
Yes, I do. I find that I often get overwhelmed with meal planning. Do you have any ideas to help with this?
Great question. So first of all, I will say at our primary care network, we do have a class specific to meal planning, as this is a common question and a common concern. I will show you how to sign up for that class. And that class is great because you come away with a week's worth of meals planned, you get new recipes and inspiration. So that can be really great. Sometimes it's just inspiration to get you going. Another thing with meal planning is break it down based on that plate. So break down your meals, vegetables, a starch that's whole grain or a starchy vegetable, and protein. So think of it in the 3 parts of the plate for your meals, and that might help you guide your meal planning. I do want to say that the meals don't necessarily need to be sectioned and quartered off and the food not touching other food. It could be a casserole, a stir fry, or a chili, or a soup that actually has the right balance. So within that chili, you have half of it being vegetables, a quarter of it being a protein, and a quarter of it being starch. It can be mixed all together, and hopefully just breaking it down into those sections really helps.
Okay. And are canned vegetables healthy?
Great question. Canned vegetables can be packed in sodium or sugar. So reading your label can be really important. I will say we also have a label reading class at the PCN. So if you want to learn more, that would be a great class to look for. Like I said, with the tomato sauces, the lentils, or the beans, when you're choosing canned vegetables, I would encourage you to look for ones that say no salt added or packed in water. Or when you flip over the label and look at the ingredient list, you don't need to see any sugar or salt. You really just want it to be the vegetables. And that's how you know it's a healthy canned vegetable. So they can be just as healthy, just be a little bit curious about what goes in them. And that takes some time with reading those labels in the grocery store.